We got 4 zeros, 14.29, guys, on the old pulse. We have got the top of the mark here is at 14.41. So 4 zeros, 14.41. We lost a zero, which is cool. We lost it all the way back here, didn't we not? Whereabouts is it? Whereabouts is it? That there, guys, that there is 4 zeros. So we lost a zero and we're up. We're flying high. Let's move to the 4 hourly because we're above all the hourly ones. But let's look at the traders view, 4 hour traders. We've got the 21 moving average, very important there, as Brennan will tell you in our strategy club. That's at 4 zeros, 12.35, and we're above that, looking very good. We've got nice volumes coming in as well. Let's go to the daily here and get into the real busy business. I have got the overlays turned off other than the moving averages. This just keeps getting better and better. Look at us. We've got the 50-day moving average at 5 zeros, 8,800. And then we've got the 21 moving average at 4 zeros, 1,040. And then we've got the 200 moving averages at 4 zeros, 1010 or 1,010. And then we've got the flat line here for, essentially here is the 4 zeros. That's when we lose a zero. And look at this bullish cross, guys. The 21 moving average has now crossed over the 200 moving average there. Very bullish indeed. And look at that chart fly. Look at that chart fly. Fantastic. Let's put the overlays on. Bam. All right. So it gets a bit messy here, but this is our Fibonacci chart yesterday, and we had 1,300, right? So let's zoom in on this a little bit here. And you guys could see when we reset that, we keep moving up to 1,800 on the 1.68, 1.618. And yeah, we're heading pretty nicely there. But let's go to the weekly. Actually, shall we? Yeah, let's go to the weekly candles here, and let's have a look at our big picture. Let's auto log this chart and look at that. So let's turn off the overlays again quickly. So we've got the weekly moving average. So the 21 weekly moving average is at 5 zeros, 9197. So let's say 9,200. We have lost a zero, of course. And we have now got the 50 weekly moving average at 4 zeros, 1537. We're looking very good here. We've got our horizontal resistance here at 1750. And we've got our weekly 50 moving average at 1537. So that's kind of the next zone. We need to beat 1750. And of course, if we add back our overlay again, we can know that on the daily yesterday, our print was 1800. That's the key mark, right? We want to get there. So far, the thesis has been playing out. And of course, we've had exceptional circumstances to support this. But nevertheless, we're getting there. We're getting there. So the first thing, of course, remove our overlays was to find the bottom at 5,400. It's looking very good there. Very good. Now, we can never say never. Never say that it's 100%. But 5,400 is looking very good. We've got macro wins with all the crypto majors and PulseChain coming off a low base. Very cool. We've had 2 God mode candles on the chart. Mini gold mode candles. Not big God mode candles of the the 5, 10, 15 million variety. But we've only had 1 or 2 of those, right? But certainly we've had mini baby or little baby God mode candles, and we've been heading up there. Look how far away we are from the weekly 50 moving average at 1537, not far away at all. And how far is that? That is 7.8%. That's a nothing burger in crypto. We've got to get up to 1750. How far away is that? Well, that's key. That's key. That's 23%. So still a little work to do for that. But nevertheless, looking pretty positive here. And we've still got modest volumes, actually, if you look at it. So still waiting for some big volumes to come in. Is a market maker going to God mode us above this? Keep a lookout for that. So we've still got modest volumes, actually. So let's wait for that. We're talking about getting some of these big baby boy candles come along there. Just need some friend to come along. And why we want to do that, right? Let's put back the overlays. Our thesis they've got the low in. I'm going to get rid of the Fibonacci there. We're just going to delete there. We've got the low in here at 54. That's the argument. So we locked in our first goal. Tick. All things equal, assuming no black swan event down to October low for Bitcoin. So far, it's going the opposite way. All right, so we get a lot of positive stuff there. Number 2 goal was to break the mega downtrend. All right, so we had this 3 mega downtrend, this big yellow line, just down forever. We had 11 brutal months of red after we bet the SEC, for goodness sake, and we had to go through contract exploits and sacrifice whales, all sorts of things going on there. But here we are back up and coming off there. So our second goal is to break the mega downtrend. My thesis is the following, that we need to get over 1,200. That is the end of the first wave for me. That was also horizontal resistance, and we've done that, right? So there's the weekly candles we're looking at the moment. And then the second goal was to get to 1700, particularly 1750, obviously, is the key mark there. We've got the 50 moving average at 1537. We're only about 7% away from there. So far, everything's on track for our second goal to beat the mega downtrend. Now, once we get there, I'm suspecting that we'll have some players here that will want to take profits. And so if we get to 1700, let's say we get even to 1750, this assumes no mega gold mode candle, right? So someone bring in huge amount of cash, 5, 10, 15 mil. Assumes nothing of that. I'm not expecting any of that particularly. We might get a mini one maybe. But let's see, because I still think that's going to be further downstream relative to ETH, right? So we'll see. We'll see though. ETH is getting more valuable. But I'm certainly, when I start to see that, I'm thinking about 30, maybe 3,800 ETH, that sort of thing, or higher, right? Which is above the average price that the ETH was picked up, at least for the sacrifice money. Doesn't include other money though. It doesn't include other money. Dutch says PulseChain to $1. Yeah, it's looking definitely on its way. We've still got 4 zeros, but we're getting there. Enjoy the weekend. Woohoo! Yeah, 10 cents P-Die moonwalk video. Haha, says X down. Very funny there. Moonwalk. All right, so this is the thesis, the blue line. So we could come down, maybe we come back down to 1200 after hitting 1700 plus. And then, of course, if worst case scenario, we come down to 1000. So let's think about that a little bit. So, the profits there, I'm not going to say that people picked up 5,400 on the bottom, but let's say they picked up maybe 7,000. That seems sort of reasonable. Let's say we rallied to 1750. That's 150%, so a certain amount of people are going to take profits at that. That's the thesis there. And of course, maybe a 2x. Now, a lot of people picking up now will probably think, well, the market's so bullish, I'm just going to hold on for 3x, a 5x, a 10x. And so we'll have a lot of people hold on for that. And therefore, there'll be a partial sell down. That's kind of the idea. And that's the idea of if we went down, if we did get to the 17 mark, that'd be a 40% retrace back to 1,000, but only a 30% retrace back to 1,200, which is, probably quite reasonable too. So somewhere in there, we could see that. So let's get our Fibonacci just to play the downside sort of scenario after profit taking, because after our first wave, we're hitting the beginning of the second wave. And let's have a look at the retrace there. So we might potentially see, trying to cover all there. We'll go to 1750 on the mark, just slightly above our orange line there. And so that would bring us back, 38 to 50. So 50 would bring us back to 1148. And then 61.8 Fibonacci is 1,000. So there we go. Works out pretty well, doesn't it? So those are kind of the zones here. I would say somewhere between 1,000 and 1,200. I think that looks pretty good for the retrace. You see the blue line and then nicely there, and then out to the upside. Now, this is just directional. It's not necessarily the level, but you get the idea. So kind of cool. Works out pretty well there. And we've got the weekly average as well. So far, so good, guys. And we've seen, Bitcoin move up high here. So pretty cool. And we've still got the September Clarity Act. So that's kind of where we're leaving there. So I think we're getting pretty close to getting our second goal and beating the mega downtrend on a PulseChain. And then what does that mean? That means we start our way up. This key line here, this last part of the blue line, is escape velocity, and that really helps to confirm our breakout from the chain. And I think that's 1700, right? 1700. And then I think we're on the mega uptrend after that. Now, what that looks like, we'll find out. But certainly, crypto is looking extremely bullish with stable coins, tokenization, AI, and of course all the cool things happening with the re-rate of Ethereum, Bitcoin, and of course PulseChain, as well as all the value projects being added to PulseChain, which has been really, really fun. So that's kind of the thesis there. We're almost there, not too far away, maybe a few weeks to see how we go.